pleasant Bush League Monday. Test 1, 2. Maybe, maybe not. What's going on? No? Yes? No? Interesting. You can hear me okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I'm not showing any meters right now. So Pentagon, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's really weird. Yeah. Let me fade out the music, which I hope is playing. Happy Bush League Monday, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to keep this intro short and we're going to just jump right in. It's Montana Bush League Monday. It's Bush League number 30. That's just crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But we're going to be flying up here in Montana. I'll save the briefing, though, for everybody here because I'm going to do the same thing over on the Bush League Downwind Sim Group Flights voice channel here. So let me hop over there and we'll get this thing started. All right, gentlemen, good evening. I've got a little after 6 in the Mountain West, and I thought we'd go ahead and get things fired up. So welcome to Bush League Backcountry Fly-In number 30. That's absolutely crazy to think about that, but they just get more and more fun, it seems like, every month. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. It was a bit of a combination deal for me. I came across a website a while back called airfield.guide, and as I was working through the different states, I found this cluster of fields up here in Montana, and I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect for us. And so that's kind of the genesis of this. And yeah, so welcome everybody, and let me just get right to it. So I do have my screen going right now. If you want to take a look, you see the sky vector map, hopefully. And we're all starting here at Zortman, and with any luck, we'll be able to fly something back, limp something back to Zortman when we're all said and done. But you can fly these. I kind of have them in a little bit of a roundabout order, but honestly, the route order doesn't matter. It may end up being one of those deals where you just kind of have to take what you can find because it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. The nearest VOR is over 100 miles away, so it's you're not going to really be able to use that. I mean, you certainly could put things into your GPS, and you'll have a pleasant 30-minute flight, and you'll be back in time for dinner. But
who does that? Who does that?
But if you fly this thing looking out the window and using your map, you might have a little bit of difficulty. The one thing I would say in terms of the location of the fields, as you can see, they're clustered together pretty tightly. So I've got a feeling when we start to find them that the chatter on the comms is going to get a little thick, and so let's just be mindful of that. Be patient as you're working into and out of these airstrips. None of these airstrips are one way in, one way out, so that'll help. Every single one of these airstrips is a left-hand traffic pattern. And so speaking of that, the weather tonight is the biggest thing is that it's windy, and the winds are coming out of the southwest. So you are going to try to plan the worst departure we're going to have probably is out of Zortman here. I think it's slightly favoring runway 13, but it's going to be a crosswind departure. All the other airfields have like a runway configuration where something is pointing more or less to the west or to the southwest. So if we can just sort of plan that, if you end up changing your sim weather to something that's not real weather, that's totally fine as always. But let's just plan on 29 or 27 or 26 or whatever the runway configuration that allows you to land and depart sort of to that west or southwest. And then again, we'll just use a left-hand traffic pattern. The winds are, anywhere between 10 and 13 knots right now, so it's going to be kind of on the upper limit of what's fun and safe. And so again, you've got the green light to adjust that if you'd like to.
That's straight from Mr. Safety too, by the way.
Absolutely. You guys know that's what I'm all about. So The cloud layers right now it's scattered at 6,500 here at Zortman and the Zortman area, and as I'm looking at windy.com, they're here and there, and it looks to me like the visibility is going to be okay though. But again, if you get to a point where you feel like you're socked in, the whole idea here is that we realize if it was a really yucky day, we wouldn't fly in real life, and so we do want to fly tonight, and so that's okay to say that you basically have picked a better day by changing your weather. So not a huge deal. We're not really talking to ATC tonight, just each other, but I would still throw in some sort of a VFR flight plan. I don't know if what I've put is correct or not, but I just kind of put a single VFR flight plan saying that touring various airstrips west of Zortman. That's probably not a legal VFR flight plan, but it at least gives people an idea if some controller should happen to hop on and see us buzzing around here. I don't think anybody's really going to care, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. And let's see. Other than that, guys, no Easter eggs tonight. It's just kind of back to basics and heading out and having fun and just enjoying flying around the Montana backcountry here with a bunch of good friends. So with that, I'll kind of close up and just open it up for any questions.
Route and discretion are on us.
Absolutely. Yep. Whatever you'd like, Michael.
Not a question, just glad to see someone drove the food truck up.
That's why we can only do one of these every month, Bobcat. It takes us a while to get that truck from, like Nome down here to Zortman. All right, pilots, have fun, and we'll see you back here when it's all said and done.
Thanks, Brant.
There you go, guys.
Thanks, Brant.
My pleasure. Good to see everybody. If you came in late and I didn't welcome you, welcome. Let's see, Michael. We got. Did I get everybody else? Drago. Sorry, I don't have you there, but welcome everybody. If I didn't welcome you, let me know if you have questions, and otherwise, have fun. All right, we've got. Wait a second, we got an ascriber already. What's happening here? Pentagon.
I can't even say the name. Draco Gecko, maybe? Draco Gecko? Glad you made it. Welcome.
Yep, absolutely. Cool name. Pentagon, thanks for the 9-month re-ascription there, my friend.
I quit butchering it.
That's
cool.
That's a really nice thing, and happy to have you along as always. All right, let me get the map cleared out here, and we can get started. My plan, by the way, is to fly. I guess I can show you a little bit more of my plan, since while everybody's sort of getting out of here. My plan is to actually depart and come down here and try to find Knox Ridge to begin with. And the reason why I am going to do that is because this road here, this 191, I think is a pretty major road, and I hopefully can follow it down here to the river. And then when I find the river, I'm going to start heading westbound. And then there's it looks like a pretty good creek bed here, and then stay left, and then with any luck, we'll find Knox Ridge. Again, that's going to be completely, like, maybe I should put some waypoints in here. So 16 miles-ish, and then kind of like a couple miles, 4 miles up to the turn, and 4 miles off of there. So that's kind of what we will attempt. But let me get this bird fired up. I've got a full, I think, 5 hours of fuel in there. I don't know. I've got all my fuel tanks as full as I can get them. I don't have tip tanks in. That's the only thing I don't have. Maybe one of these days I will I will fly with tip tanks. But we'll get this thing going up here. So I've got covers and locks removed. Flight plan is filed. Weather briefing, you heard it. And everything here is currently turned off. Everything over here, or whoops, this doesn't do, I don't think, anything. It's always on when I spawn in. I never touch it, so I don't know what it does exactly, but I'll put the master and the alternator on here. And what do we need? We need some, let's see, everything else I think is good here. Trims are centered. Hey, there's Jeffrey Beckers with the Tier 1 inscription. 25 months, man. Wish you could fly, but watching TV with your wife tonight, oh man, that's way better than hanging out with us stinky dudes. So hey man, enjoy, and we'll tell you all the stories later on, buddy. We'll tell all the stories later on. We're going to go to the rear tank here, and we're going to get this thing going. We're going to go ahead and let's get the let's go mixture full rich. We need to crack the throttle. How many times will I forget that the left hand lever is prop and not throttle? I do that every stinking time. It seems like we're going to wobble pump up here and get some pressure built up. Maybe. Where's the... Oh, that's the that's the carb heat.
Ooh, that's sporty.
There we go. We see the pressure coming up, and it's pretty chilly here. We're going to give it a good full, probably 4 to 6 pumps here. We'll start with 4 and see how that goes. There's 2, 3, and a 4. See if that's enough here to get this old girl started. You realize I need a frame count? Yeah, I do actually. It could be a good one tonight with all this wind. All right, clear prop. Hey, there she goes. And we need immediate oil pressure. And we've got it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and bring the props full forward, and we will let this guy warm up here at about 1,000
Butt kicked up here.
RPMs. And let's see. Yeah, let's turn on. I do have the time pretty close to regular time. I backed it up an hour just so that we have some nice evening lighting coming in here. That'd be kind of cool. Cabin light, we can turn that on. I'll wait to put the pitot heat and everything else on. We're about to move, so I'll turn the beacon on. And we need avionics as well, so let's come over here, and 2280 is in the standby, which is cool. Put that in, and then we need an altimeter here, which we won't have, but we do know Zortman Airfield has an elevation of 3,900, so as you can see, we're a little bit above, we're a little bit above that, so we'll spin this guy down until it's at about 3,900. That'll get us pretty close. There we go. So we're about 2.9 or like 1.3 or something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I need that frame count contest command. Yeah, I misread what you were saying there. Yeah, even for pride. Yeah, I do need that. You're right. I do need that. All right, let's see. This is let's just make sure the whiskey compass is matching up with the other. Yep, looks pretty good. And beautiful. In fact, I think we'll probably do, we've got, everybody's kind of heading down there, runway 13. So we'll do that same thing. Oh, you know something I need to do? Hey, Tosh, how are you, man? Gustavo, right? Welcome back, man. What is that beauty? This is a beauty, man. Listen to the sounds of this baby. This is the de Havilland DHC2 Beaver, my favorite all-time bush plane, made by Thranda, and it is just an absolute hoot to fly. It is really an amazing aircraft, super fun X-plane aircraft. Yeah, man. Ski Jeffrey's going with 6, so we need, so like the over-under is going to be 5.5. Okay, I'm going to call that on the channel. And Ski Jeffrey has set the over-under for bent airframes tonight at 5.5. What you got? Over-under 5.5 airframes, bent airframes.
Under.
I'm going over.
Won't be for me.
I'll probably bend 2 before I'm even out of Zortman. Okay, so I am going to do a quick run-up.
It's sketchy getting out if you're on live weather.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got all that stuff. Let's do a quick fuel check. Everything continues to run when we move to that center tank. And everything is good on the left-hand tank as well. I'm going to go ahead. Let's check our temperatures here, and we'll... Cylinder head temps are still needing to come up a little bit. Let's see. Can I close this guy? Oh no, that's the fuel shutoff. Sorry. Do I not have? I thought this thing had a. Does this thing not have a carb heat? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm thinking of the porter. I might be thinking of the porter. All right. Well, we're gonna have to warm it up then, just by getting some RPMs going through this baby. So let's bring the RPMs up to 1700. We're just gonna take care of the run up right here before we go anywhere. So there's 17. Mag check coming in here. Left hand side. Recover.
November 8033 Foxtrot, radio check please. Flight 705.
Got you on the right hand side.
555, thank you, 33 Fox.
That looks good. Cycle that propeller. RPM decrease, manifold pressure should increase. Oh, feel that P factor, man. Yeah, a little bit. There's a once. Nice recovery. Here we go twice. Gustavo, this is an amazing plane. Yes, it is so very well done. So very well done. It is truly an absolute pleasure. Okay, I'm going to do this also. Since we're up here at 4,000, almost 4,000, I'm going to lean out just a little bit here.
Suburban traffic, Cessna 124, my trolley is departing runway 13 to the west, Zortman.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for coming in today.
Good to hear you on the comms, Mr. Cilantro. I don't know if he's in the voice or not. Hopefully he is. Yep, he is. And Zach, welcome yourself. Good to see you, man.
Hey, good to see you too.
Chandler, you snuck in on me, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, running a little late, but doing our best.
You're never late with this crowd. We're all a bunch of old men who don't do anything in a hurry. Flying a bunch of old planes that you can't do anything in a hurry. All right.
Southbound traffic, Hotel Bravo, Whiskey India, November, taking off runway 13, departing west. Southbound traffic.
All right. So our whole goal here is kind of a dead reckoning situation. If we should lose sight of that lone highway that we think we're going to be able to find, and we're going to come out of here on about a 193-ish.
Zortman traffic, Skyline
1, 2, 3.
It's going to be crossing 13, Zortman.
All right. The other thing I need to do really quickly, you guys, I apologize. I should have had this already set up, but I need to get my track IR tracking. Takes me just a click or two here. Because we'll definitely need the ability to look around tonight, guys. No question about it.
Zortman traffic, Skyline 33 Foxtrot, back taxi 13, Zortman.
All right, there goes Michael. We'll kind of watch him. And
Traffic for my Charlie's clear, Zortman.
we don't have that far to back taxi. So we'll let Tim get going, and then yeah, we'll get going. Assortment traffic, Beaver 11816. We'll wait for the Skyhawk to depart, and then we'll be back taxiing 13. I could probably grass taxi back there, but that's all right. So this is, for those of you that don't know where we're at, by the way, we're up here in the kind of the central, a little bit north central area of Montana. It's Missouri Valley, Missouri River territory. It's a little bit, if you know where Lewiston, Montana is, it's a little bit northwest of Lewiston, Montana. So it's up there a little ways, but not exactly right in the heart of the mountains like you would picture, but in some pretty amazing country nonetheless. All right, there goes our friend Michael. He's out of here. So that means it's time for us to back taxi here. Assortment traffic, Beaver 816 on the back taxi 13. All right, here we go, you guys. Let's see if we can't get ourselves going. It is quite windy. It's a crosswind departure here. Winds are coming right now from kind of like a 210 heading, and so it's you know, we've got a little bit of that to deal with. We're going to go 2 notches of flaps here, kind of working the control surfaces. They're free and correct. A little bit uphill.
Assortment traffic, Skyline 33 Foxtrot, airborne off of 13 and turning left crosswind, Assortment.
So we're going to be just about almost a straight out departure here. It'll be a slight, kind of a slight right hand turn. If I can get up this hill, holy cow, it's a little more of a hill than I thought. But always a challenge to get this plane airborne. As you guys know, it really has a strong tendency to want to pull to the left, and you really have to be careful with it, especially with the crosswind. So this, I wasn't joking.
It has to be over it right now.
I was not joking when I said that it may really be a 2-framer for me. Here we go. Assortment traffic, Beaver 816 departing 13. Assortment. Ski Jeffrey, I do not have it. 0.34. Tim, how are you, man? Yep, it's Bush League Monday, buddy. Add power nice and easy. Figure out what the wind is doing along with what the motor is doing, and I'm already doing the thing. Dang it. Bent airframe number 1.
Already?
And I took somebody out in the process, so it kind of is like 2. Oh my gosh. Assortment traffic, Beaver 816, we went aborted. So I don't have, yeah, so that's the hard part, is it?
Assortment traffic, 145 November Golf, taking off 13, west departure.
So the airplane wants to pull left. The engine, the P factor wants to pull it left, and that's really wonderfully modeled. It truly is. The problem is that the wind is wanting to blow the tail the other way, and in that case, the wind won out. We'll just try it again. That just buffed right out, and we'll try it again. All right. So you're right, Ski Jeffrey. That was 2.
X-Cub 56 X-ray Charlie, taking off runway 13, right turn out to the west.
X-Cub, holy cow, this is going to be a rodeo. All right, so it's only fair. I kind of crashed and burned, so I really need to wait my turn here a little bit. We've got some other dudes that are ready to go.
Assortment traffic, Caravan November 16, pop-up back taxing runway 13. Assortment.
Yep. And we'll just come up here and Just actually, we're in a pretty good spot right here. We'll stay out of the way.
Airport traffic, Beaver, 3 Delta Hotel, some kind of mile to the south for overflight for runway inspection. Concrete.
We'll just watch, see how the good pilots do here. Yeah, so 0.34, you've got time, man. I mean, shoot, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more guys plus me, 6 more guys that still need to get going, and it's probably gonna take me at least 2 more tries. And yes, I realize my CSL still look horrible. I think I have an idea of maybe what I can do though. So.
Traffic, Caravan November 6298 Papa departing runway 13 right crosswind departure south.
So he's gonna go. He looks like he might be gonna do the same thing that I'm thinking of doing. Head south, maybe down towards Knox Ridge first, down towards the river.
Traffic, Beaver, 3 Douglas, 3 Delta Hotel, final westbound runway.
Oh, he slid. He slid to the left as well here. All right, if I don't hear anybody else,
Or at least I think this is the runway.
if I don't hear anybody else, I've got a helicopter trying to do a little dance over there. Zortman traffic, Beaver 816 on the grass taxi, 13. We're gonna try it again, Zortman.
Zortman traffic, November 6298 Papa's on the right crosswind. And last call, Zortman.
Let's get up here on.
DC3 flyby.
Let's get up here. Let's figure out where we're at.
Cow Creek.
That was 125 knots.
That was
All
pretty
right.
nice landing to the west here. Stopped real short.
All right, everybody. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It looks good. I'm gonna do it.
Wow. 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 Okay. Holy moly, guys. All right. This is Zortman traffic. Beaver 816 is departing 13. Will be straight out departure southbound. Zortman. See, that's what happens. I made a bad radio call last time. That's why. Much, well, I was going to say much better, but not really. And we're airborne anyway. Yeah, I think I used a little grass on that.
Number traffic, Douglas 8 Delta Hotels, left base to final, southwest runway, Cow Creek.
Yikes, that was crazy. Zortman traffic, Beaver 816 is turning southbound, clear the area, Zortman.
It's windy.
Wow. Yeah, that was something else, guys.
Zortman traffic, helicopter 7 Zulu Bravo departing 138, turn out to the west, Zortman.
Alright, so here we go. We're attempting to... We have to fly this way a little ways, and then we should pick up, with any luck, we should pick up the road. I think I see the road right in front of us. So let's do this. Let's actually let's bring the
clear 13 now westbound low level.
manifold pressure back, and then bring the RPMs back as well.
Traffic, Delta Hotel, final.
26 and 19 is pretty good power setting here. Okay, so here we go, guys and gals. I'm in the air, and the engine isn't burning, so yeah, that's, I tell you what, with the Boeing 247 that I've been flying, that's no longer just an assumption, man. It's like when you're briefing that that departure brief, it's like, so far I've tried to take off now twice, and neither one has gone according to plan. So Oh my goodness, it is windy, windy, windy. It's more than 10 here. Must be gusty, but I know it's super windy where I live. I live south of this area. I mean, quite a bit south, but we're getting a major windstorm right now. 0.34, I suppose I could contribute to the airframe count in a big way if you were to jump in. Well, you know, hey, I've already got 2, so. Alright, so we want to follow this road, this highway down, hopefully down to the river, and then we're going to turn right.
Skyway 4 Mike Charlie, I think we got it in sight, stream 57.
I think we're going to have a lot of that tonight. I think we have it in sight.
Sortman traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie, taking off runway 13, Sortman.
Okay. Which way now do I follow this? I think it darts back. I think we're okay kind of coming back here a little bit. Man, you can really hear a lot of wind. I have my environmental turned up a little too much. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Taxiing to runway 13 for departure.
Turn that down just a little bit, guys. I don't want to turn it down too much.
And departing the area to the southwest.
Oh, this looks like I've already made a wrong turn because this guy's really going eastbound here. And that's not okay. I also forgot to tell people that there's going to be other fields, other airstrips in the area. Like that one right there is probably some farmer's airstrip, but they're not a part of this organization, so they're not included in tonight's events. Okay, well now basically all we can do. Okay, I think we're back on the road, the right highway here. I mean, we're going to run into the Missouri River at some point here. That's a given. I think I'd like to get up to 4,500. Just give myself a little bit of wiggle room in case something should happen. And also, I think it helps if you're up just a little ways. It helps you to be able to look around and see things. Alright, you know what I didn't do? Might be important here is I need to probably turn some other lights on here. Pitot heat needs to come on for sure. Strobes, I'm going to just turn everything on so people can see me. And then what else do I have after start checklist? I was so busy riding this Buck and Bronco that I didn't really go through everything here. Yep, cruise 26 and 19 mixtures. We'll lean it out maybe a little bit when we get closer to 4,500. I do have carb heat cold. I swear that's fuel cutoff, not carb heat. It's alright. I'm looking at our gauges here. Everything is in the green, looking super.
Skyline November 033 Foxtrot, 5 miles to the east. We're going to be overflying the field to make a left downwind for 274.
Alright, we're slowly climbing out. Again, this first leg here is only 18 miles, so it shouldn't take us too long to get there.
Runway 13.
We've got, we're going to run into, like I say, we're going to run into, at some point here, the Missouri River. The only question is, if this is our highway, which I kind of feel like it's not. Kind of feel like we've lost our highway a little bit here. That's the case, then I think what I may do is I'm kind of trying to intentionally miss a little bit to the east of where, like I actually think our highway is over here slightly. You know what I need to be doing is this too. I I've got track R set up.
Going to the south.
But yeah, I think my highway is over to our right-hand side, so I'm going to try to... I'm intentionally missing a little bit east of where I think that highway intersects the river. There's a bridge that will be kind of verify that we found the right spot. So the plan from there will be to turn right for 4 miles, follow the river upstream 4 miles, and then I am looking for a nice creek bed that heads back to the west, and I'll take that sucker for 4 miles as well, and then we'll see. There's the river. Okay, cool. We're doing good. We're almost up to 4,500. We kind of are getting caught in these downdrafts a little bit here, and I'm just sort of letting it ride. I'm not forcing my way up because I'm trying to keep some decent airspeed. Forgive me, chat, if you're trying to tell me something, but I'm trying to focus here as best I can. Well, I definitely don't see a highway here, so I think if nothing else, we've successfully found the river kind of east of where that highway intersection, where the road basically crosses the river. So hopefully as we turn northbound, we will see that bridge, and then we can get a little bit of a sense of where we're at.
Orbiting over the valley. I'm set up for a low approach to westbound runway.
I need to start paying attention to where those guys are at. I know I heard a cow crick, so there were a few people I think that went kind of working their way back, sort of counterclockwise and opposite of us. Whoa, boy, it is. It's a windy booger, man. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. I would not predict the nicest landings in the world for me tonight, but this is just going to be a positive ground contact type of evening.
Count traffic. Depth Hotel is 1 mile final.
Okay, guys.
Westbound runway.
Here we go. I don't want to get any higher than 4,500, so I'm going to try to trim it out. I'm not in any hurry either.
West runway into Cali.
We don't have far to go. It's just a matter of finding where we need to go. Alright, here we go. We're going to make the turn. We're going to start traveling upriver, and we're going to possibly we see the bridge right there. Okay, I think we see that bridge, which is where that was the road we were intending to follow. I think that sucker is right there. So we've actually come out fairly close to where we wanted.
Skywagon 8 Hotel Sierra back taxiing.
Let's see, make sure here. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I think it is actually.
Confirmed traffic, November 1600 Papa is joining the left downwind for runway 29.
Yep, I think it might be, guys. Okay, this is going to be kind of interesting here.
Traffic, X-Cup 5663 Charlie's 2 miles north of the field, going to be overflying from north to south to join a left downwind for 27 Cow Creek. Left Cali, Cessna's onshore climb.
Boy, now I'm almost thinking it's more of a scenery tile thing. I don't know. It's hard to tell. This does look a little bit like where the river starts to turn. Well, when the river starts to turn northbound, then we know we're in the right spot here. So let's keep going a little bit. Just keeping our eyes peeled. We are starting to get into a little bit more hazy cloudiness too, so that may require us to descend a little bit here.
Foreman Charlie's going around.
Okay, we're still westbound here, so maybe that wasn't the spot we thought.
Runway 27.
Stuck mine.
Calgary traffic, 33 Foxtrot, going around.
Weather outside is frightful.
Blackview north traffic, X-Cub.
Bush pilots are very stubborn.
Left downwind for 27. Blackview.
Now, maybe, I don't know.
Concrete traffic, blue helicopter left base, 27 concrete.
Maybe that bridge just isn't even in there anywhere. That's because here we go. It sure looks like the creek is turning north here. So.
Color bottom field, November 16, air top is clear, Q9.
As soon as it turns north, we want to chase that. We want to chase that first wash to the west. So it looks to me like we're going to be going right there, kind of at our 11 o'clock, and probably a little bit low here. Let's come up. The airfield is at. Airfield's at almost 3,000. Yes, I got to get climbing here, guys.
Cow Creek, Cessna, Whiskey India, November, turning final, runway 27, Cow Creek. You're traffic, Kodiak back taxiing on the active for departure.
Okay, do I,
Blackview traffic, X-Cub 115, golf, turning left downwind for 27, Blackview.
head up in here.
Traffic, blue helicopter's clear, 27 to the right.
Got kind of a weird scenery deal up here. That's not good. I hope that's not where one of my airports is.
Calgary traffic, Skyline 33 Foxtrot, crossing over midfield to join the left downwind 27 Calgary.
I tell you what,
Calgary traffic, dump hotels, go to back taxi on the active, to work westbound behind.
I think I'm turning too soon because there's a road here, but
Okay,
we're gonna do this.
3 mile final 27.
I'm gonna do a little 360 here and just make sure that I'm in the right spot. Anybody over here? Let's turn around. This might be the highway, guys, that I was attempting to follow.
Calgary traffic, 33 Foxtrot, turning left downwind 27 Calgary.
Let's just make a little left-hand 360, and we need to climb anyway, so it'll give us a chance to climb and do a little recon here. Maybe we'll see a bridge, and maybe we're just not quite far enough yet.
Blackview traffic, X-Cub 145 golf is on final for 27, Blackview.
There we go. That sure looks a lot more like a bridge crossing the old River Kwai. So I don't think I was quite far enough. Not as far as I thought I was anyway. So let's get here to 4,000. That's going to put us in pattern altitude. That should keep us below the clouds. Let's keep going a little ways. So now back to the original plan. Again, I want to keep going. Yep, because the river stays fairly westbound here, but that next turn is where I'm going to keep going straight. The river's going to turn north, and I'm going to keep going straight, basically. Everybody's up at Cow Creek right now. So yeah, there's a much better rendered bridge. Okay, that I thought so. That's like when you see a road that's pretty well, like that's Interstate 93 or something. That's a pretty good. Maybe it's not interstate, but that's a pretty good road. They're generally, bridges and stuff are fairly well modeled. The other thing that's making me feel like that wasn't the right way to go is because the draw that I have to follow does not have a road going up it. So, alright, I think we're doing better now. Yep, I can see that split in the river. That's something I see on my map. So that's good. We're getting there, guys. I'm using a combination, by the way, of Acme Mapper as well as Sky Vector. I feel like in real life I would have the ability to have 2 different maps handy, so I'm looking at both of them. And so now we want to go up and we want to stay right on this, probably about a 270 to 260 heading, and then it looks to me like it splits, and we want to stay left. And this is just a 4 mile, roughly 4 nautical mile lake, so it should happen quickly.
North side of the field, southbound Cow Creek.
And this is Knox Ridge's runway 26. Let's do this. Let's spin this guy around 26, and we want to shoot left-hand pattern.
Traffic 423 Charlie Lemus, approximately 5 miles east of the runway. Intentions of a midfield overhead cross with a left downwind joint for runway 27 Cow Creek.
I'm not going to make any kind of call until I see the field, and my intentions are going to be to fly one complete pattern. So when we see the field, we'll make that call.
Alright, I think I'm lost.
You're in Montana, so you're good. Are we seeing?
Wait.
Are we seeing how it splits here?
Left Curly traffic, blue helicopter 2 north of the field, straight to the north side, left Curly. Cow Creek, X-Cut 5663 Charlie, taking off 27 to the south. Cow Creek.
Let's stay right here at 4. That's a
4 Mike Charlie, just over for the field, setting up for the left downwind to land west.
bullwhacker. Oh, those guys are making their way down there.
Traffic,
Smitty, you are correct, buddy.
27 departing south. Covered traffic.
All right, so we've got to find this this little bit of a, just kind of looking at my map here. It doesn't really show it too well on SkyVector, but to me, an Acme mapper, once we get kind of headed up this.
Lack of traffic, just turn final, go to westbound runway, below approach runway inspection. Bullwhacker 4 Mike Charlie is on short final for the rest of west runway.
We got to go over there, guys. We got to go over there.
Charlie traffic, helicopter departing the north side of the field westbound.
I tell you what, we may end up doing here, you guys. So
Charlie action side, I'll be behind.
This little creek that we're following, this little dry creek bed, it's pretty clearly depicted on my topo map. What we may end up doing is just kind of crisscrossing. There's another sort of you can see it over there. There's another sort of creek basin area, and Knox is out here somewhere in these little humps. So we're going to get out here a little ways and start to I think we're just going to start to crisscross back and forth and see what we can find. Do I see that? That's a pretty good little drainage there. John did a go around the first landing. The second one was super nice crabby McCrab face into Heller. Awesome. Heck yeah, man.
4 Mike Charlie's clear, bullwhacker.
Alright, so we're just looking for, wait, what do I got here? Nope, I can see the orientation of the runway. I should be kind of flying a crosswind right now. So that one right off my 12 o'clock, it looked suspiciously airstrippy, but
Charlie's over midfield. It's going to be joining a left downwind for 27, full stop, left coulee.
yeah, we're just going to kind of go back and forth here, you guys, and just see what we have. It could just be up anywhere on these little flats. There's a little road here. I don't remember the road.
Crosswind downwind, over to westbound runway.
kind of get over to this other side, and if we don't see anything, we're going to make a right-hand turn, and we'll just almost do a little search and rescue pattern here. Excuse me.
Runway 27, Cow Creek.
I wonder if I could see that. It looks like a paved road in X-Plane, but that's just one of the many dirt roads in the area. So I wonder if I could see that, get a sense of where that's at. Alright, let's go here. I'm going to zoom in, see if I can see that.
Left Cooley traffic, X-Cut 5663, Charlie, left base 27, full stop.
Man, that road, it runs right by, that road runs right by the airfield as I look at my my map here. So, okay. So I'm gonna do a turn. And maybe what I should do is try to follow that road.
Bullwhacker traffic up to test from the base final, runway 27, Bullwhacker.
Wait a second. I may see the airfield right out there. Might be it. Let's go make a pass here. Oh, that's oriented just about right, guys. We might have it. We might have it.
Cow Creek traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, turning left base for runway 27, Cow Creek.
Knox Ridge traffic, Beaver 816 overflying the field, and we'll jump into left-hand pattern 26 Knox Ridge. I don't know that this is the field or not, but it's certainly aligned correctly, isn't it?
Bullwhacker traffic up to final 27.
Nope, it's part of the road. Darn it. Darn it. All right, well that was oh yeah, and you can see it's not quite lined up. So I think for me, this little dirt road here, even though it looks like a paved road in X-Plane, this might be the key for us finding this airstrip.
Right traffic, Skyline 33 Foxtrot is 2.5 miles north, going to be overflying the field.
So I feel like we're more than 4 miles away now. So let's just go out here a little bit further, just in case. We're looking and we're looking and we're looking.
Cow Creek traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, short final.
There's a cabin out there.
27, Cow Creek.
I do have X-America installed, so it'll put some cabins and stuff out there. It's kind of cool. But all of our airstrips are going to have they're going to have a Bush League banner, and they're going to have a static aircraft as well. Be a nice place to have a cabin, though, wouldn't it? Whoops, sorry about that. Yeah, I feel like we're a little too far now, aren't we?
Counter traffic, border 114 Whiskey Papa is about 5 miles to the east. We're going to make straight in for 27
Yeah.
Cow Creek.
Let's make sure no one's over there before we turn. We kind of have not done a good job of that. There we go.
Bullwhacker 4 Charlie is parking to the west.
Try to get a little power in here. 26 and 19 again is kind of what I'm running until I need a little extra or I need to back off. It's keeping me right here about 4,000. I really haven't leaned anything since I departed, but I'm going to just follow this little dirt road back here. And okay, let's what does my topo map show? So the airfield is going to be north of this road, so it'll be to the left-hand side of the road as we're flying. So we'll just stay on this side and keep our eyes peeled over here.
Traffic 423 Charlie Lima is clear of the runway. Cow Creek.
There's a little T in the road, which is also very close to the airstrip. So if we can find that T, and we might be in business here, you guys. Does this remind you of me not being able to find Coyote Flats in the last Bush League adventure? That's kind of been my luck these days.
Left Cooley traffic, Skyline 33 Foxtrot, left downwind 27, left Cooley.
Okay, there's kind of a T.
Approaching final from the west. Blackfeet north.
I don't think so.
Cooley Creek traffic, November, Heller Farm traffic, November 16, entering Papa departing runway 29, Heller Farm.
747, clean up the slide.
Hey, Rob Bockery. What a pleasant surprise, my good man.
X-Cut
This is going to surprise you,
Factory.
but I'm lost. Alright, there's a T.
Traffic taking the active only parting west.
Everybody's finding airfields except us, man. Alright, so let's, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I caught a little glimpse of something over here, guys.
Concrete traffic 114 is Papa's on final 57. Concrete.
It's because it's stupid X-plane. I think we've got it. I think we've got it, guys. Right there. I could have swore I caught a glimpse of an airplane and a banner or of some sort.
Heller Farm traffic.
Yep, that's our boy right there. Big C. Brett, good fixins. Huckleberry, Leonmeister himself. Good to see you, man. Yep, there we go. There we go. There's our static aircraft and our banner, and we're good to go. All right.
Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie.
Now let's not lose sight of this sucker.
Inbound to overfly the field into a left downwind for runway 29 Heller Farms. Charlie's clear the runway Black Beaver north.
Okay, let's get to we're at pattern altitude ish. Or maybe a little bit low, honestly, but we're
traffic 8 Hotel Sierra, left downwind for westbound runway.
we're pretty close. There's our airstrip. Boy, this is
Farm traffic X Cup 145 November Golf is left downwind.
this is going to be an easy one to lose sight of, guys. All right, first 2 notches of flaps coming in.
Departing west, turning left to the south.
Knox Ridge Beaver 816 left downwind 26 Knox Ridge. Oops.
Southern Farm traffic 8 Hotel Sierra's midfield, left downwind for right downwind for Heller Farm.
Okay, there's another notch.
Traffic hotels on about 3 miles out for runway 27.
We're going to drag it in here at about 80, guys, and it's a windy son of a gun, so be ready. It was a rodeo just even getting out of Zortman. Knox Ridge Beaver 816 left base to final 26 Knox Ridge. Okay, we've got about 500 to go.
Heller Farm traffic X Cup 145 November Golf is turning left base for 29er. Heller Farm. I do not have the one on right downwind in sight. I think I'm just going to extend out and come back in again.
Oh, actually rolled it out halfway decent. Got 2 more notches of flaps here.
Traffic X Cup 5663 Charlie is 3 miles north of the field, going to be overflying to join a
Here we go, guys. We're a little bit high, but I think we'll be okay.
Heller Farm traffic 8 Hotel Sierra's
Final 2 notches of flaps.
2 mile final for westbound runway.
Oh boy, that wind's coming off our right. We're just going to try to get it down. Nothing pretty.
Lining up runway 27 for
Thanks for subscribing.
Nice little 3-pointer. Yeah, we'll take, oh, a little bounce. Yeah, a little bounce. Definitely a bounce.
If anybody is using X America with X-Plane, I'm curious to know if you have street lights at left coulee and the runway.
That's default.
Alright. Ooh,
I
slanty.
had the same thing until I added an exclusion zone there.
Welcome to Knox Ridge. Yeah, that's my fault, Michael. I apologize for that. So hopefully that'll be the only one of those you see.
I haven't had any others at any other airports yet.
Well, we made it down successfully here.
No problem, Brant. I was just curious.
Heller Farms, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie is on the left downwind for runway 29 Heller Farms.
The other thing I'm seeing, though, Michael, on the plus side is I'm seeing some cabins scattered here or there. I've got that X America, too. So, Slant Alpha, thank you again for 23 months. Holy moly.
They're going to be airports.
Almost 2 years. Hope the move is going well, buddy. Can't wait to see you back on stream. We've missed you. Remember, lift with your legs, man, not with your back.
Hi, Alpha.
All right, let's get down here and let's check our fuel tank, because we spent a long time trying to find that. we had an aborted takeoff, and then we had a little bit of a leisurely stroll across the meadow. It's an hour later. We're finally here. Let's get the flaps cleaned up.
Anticipate a midfield cross. Left-hand downwind, join for runway 27.
I'll get out here roughly where we're at here. You know, this is one of those things, right? It's a bush trip, so it's all relative. Let's break that tail wheel and spin it around. Free spin it around here.
Heller Farm traffic, X-Cup 145 November Golf is on left crosswind for 29er, Heller Farm.
So here's the situation, Slanty. We've got a pretty good little crosswind coming, be coming off our left-hand side right now. So we really, we scuffed it up a little bit coming out of the first airport there, Zortman. But we've made it to one successfully. It technically counted as a double airframe bend because we went off the runway and crashed into another airplane. So we're down 2 bent airframes right now. The over-under, by the way, in case you still haven't placed your bet, is 5.5, and I took the over. All right, so here we are, Knox Ridge. Now we should be able to go pretty much on a 340 back to the river. Heller Farm is one that I feel like we should be able to find because it's right along the river, and there's a bunch of traffic there right now. So that's hopefully going to be what we run into. Let's take a quick peek here. And what do we have here? How are we doing here? Full, doing pretty good. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. So let's set a course heading here of, we're going to just dead reckon this sucker, 340.
Turning left base, runway 27, left clear traffic.
Traffic Kodiak's over the field, turning left.
And Heller Farms, by the way, I did a little pre-scouting here, runway 29er. That's what we're going to be looking for. So let's set that course knob to represent our runway alignment. We'll be ready to go. Loving the map screen transition. Well, I steal a lot of good ideas. Every good streamer that I find, I just steal one thing from them. So, all right, here we go.
Cessna Whiskey India November, final runway 27, left clear traffic.
Pillar full forward.
Heller Farm traffic, X-Cup 145 November Golf, turning left base for 29er, Heller Farm.
Knox Ridge, Beaver 816, departing 26, right hand, turn out northbound, Knox Ridge. Oh boy, we're stepping all over everybody. Stepping all over everybody, aren't we, guys? There we go.
Left coulee traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, left base, runway 27, left. Heller Farm traffic, X-Cup 145.
Alright, that was a little bit better.
For 29er, Heller Farm.
That was actually a lot better than the first departure. Up, and away we go.
Traffic, Kodiak is final for 27.
I don't see anybody over there to the right. Let's make our turn.
Runway 27, left coulee.
Power back a little bit here. RPM's back a little bit. Boy, Slanty, yeah. That's right. Steal Like an Artist. That was my, Austin Kleon wrote that book, and it's like a middle school level reading book, which is just a little bit above where I normally read. But he wrote a book called Steal Like an Artist. And ever since then, yeah, I've not been afraid to procure inspiration and influence from others. His point was, even if you flat out copied from somebody, you have no possible way to completely recreate it the same as the original artist. So if you do that, you naturally you're going to make your own spin off of it, and then eventually that's going to lead to your own style. And anyway, it's an interesting perspective. But
How'd that landing go? At Heller Farm.
I appreciated it.
Pretty smooth, nice mountain right at the approach, but cuts are nice.
All right,
Change
so
of pants here at Woodhawk.
here we go. Woodhawk, I think, is my favorite strip of the bunch here. I don't know why, but I do like it.
Left Cooley traffic, one more whiskey Papa, turning mile for 27.
Okay, so we have a little bit, the winds are 210, so that they would be blowing us slightly to the right, of course. And I'm sort of aiming that way also because I want to miss right of my airfield so that I can make a left-hand turn and enter the left-hand pattern. So I'm sort of purposely missing to one side. It's kind of like what Slant Alpha and I did when we flew our DC-3s to Greenland. It's like we missed intentionally north because we didn't want to miss Greenland. we didn't have enough fuel to make it all the way to Europe.
This is not going to be fun in a DC-3, I can already see it. I'm told out in the trees. I got you.
Okay, here we go. 26 and 19.
Left base 27, full stop, Black Butte.
Comes, I think this is our river. Yeah, very good, very good. And again, with all this traffic here, we're not going to make all the radio calls we normally would make. We're going to go ahead and
behind the tree line.
Sort of look around. Number one, right where VFR. Keep your head on a swivel because there's lots of traffic here. And Velocity does a really nice job of rendering it, by the way. I'm excited to look and run into some other guys here. Not run into them, but figuratively. Just so I can see what it looks like.
Left Cooley traffic, West India.
Alright, here we go.
Taking off runway 27, left Cooley traffic.
Heller Farms, or Heller Bottom, depending on what which map you're reading, is on the left-hand side of the river here. Oh, that's nice that the clouds kind of went away. That's pretty cool.
Black Butte traffic, 33 Foxtrot, Sugar Final 27, full stop, Black Butte.
So we'll just kind of make our way,
Spectating.
kind of making our way up the river, literally up the river. This is the Missouri River, by the way. This is the river that was made famous by Lewis and Clark all those years ago. And there's our airfield. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and... Okay, so he's departing the direction that we're coming. Heller Farm, Beaver 816 is in the pattern at 3,500. Would be on the left-hand upwind. Left-hand downwind. Okay, so there's traffic. We've got the departing traffic on the roll. Is that not awesome? That is so awesome.
Ready for immediate departure, runway 27, Black Butte.
That is an incredible sight. I love it. 3 guys down there, or 4 already. Alright. Okay, let's pull back here. And this is a tough one to see, guys. Heller Farm traffic, Beaver 816, left downwind, runway 26, Heller Farm. I think it's 26. 26, 28, 27.
Okay. That's going around.
Alright, let's keep it here. Let's get some speed off. First 2 notches of flaps. We're going to really extend the downwind. I was watching Backcountry 182, and he had a very, very good saying. He's like, the tougher the approach, the longer your downwind. Do something. Yeah, that's right, Slanty. It's all kind of westerly flows today. Heller Bottom traffic, Beaver 816 on the left base, 26, Heller Bottom.
Bullwhacker X Cub on final 27, full stop.
That's 29er, actually. Dang it.
Traffic up to downwind.
Okay, second 2 notches here. The westbound runway, that's right. That's what I should have said. I'll keep those guys on the ground laughing at me. Heller bottom, Beaver 816 on the final 2-9er, Heller bottom. Okay, here we go, you guys. Use guys. This is kind of a... I think we have to kind of work our way around this hill just a little bit.
Southwest, left coulee.
Again, let's drag it in here. About 80. Last 2 notches, there's 2 more notches to go actually. Prop lever coming full forward. I'm gonna leave the mixture right where it's at. We're leaned to peak. Final 2 notches of flaps, and let's see if we can find the runway here.
And Woodhawk traffic 908 pop is way clear of the runway in the trees.
Way clear, I love it.
Woodhawk, take everyone
I love it. Turning bird, what's going on, man? Alright, in we come here. Where's my runway?
That would have been in there too.
Where's my runway, guys? Where's my runway? Is this my runway? Where's my runway? It's right here. I gotta come around, kind of come around this hill, don't I? It's looking that way. Oh, this is gonna be sketchy. Sketchy McSketch face right here. There we go. We got it. Up, 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 up. Come around. Yeah, oh boy. Crosswind. Crab, crab, crab. Crab, crab, crab. Just about went missed. I should have. I'm off the runway. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Just keep it upright. Oh boy. That was not pretty, guys. Wow, that was wicked. Oh man. Man, oh man. Wow. Iowa Scotsman, you came at just the right time. Holy heck, that was crazy. Gosh, should I have come over that hill instead of around it? I think maybe I should have just brought a little bit more power into it. I think I was kind of bleeding too much off there. Well, okay.
And then Mike is taxiing for departure to the west.
That was not good. But we're down, and luckily we've got a nice big meadow here in which to miss. Nice big river bottom.
Trees back there, John. You know it.
We'll just pull up here. We'll let these guys kind of get out of here. We'll do a little plane spotting.
Departure on that DC3 from.
All right, everything's picked up here, and set the brakes. Set the brakes. Set the brakes. Set the brakes. There we go.
North 423 Charlie Lima. Midfield crossover. Left-hand downwind joint for runway 27.
I need a sip of Dr. Pepper here.
Taking 27, going to be departing.
What do we got? Couple guys here maybe waiting. All right. Let's see, what do we got? We got Turner Burns here. Good to see you. Famous last words. Where's my runway? God, I think I should have. I don't know. Maybe I don't know any other way to come in here. It's a left-hand pattern. You just have to kind of make it around this little hillside here, but maybe I should try to carry it down here a little bit further. Probably would have been better, but that's okay. We found 2 airfields. Oops, sorry. Let me. We got a departure going on here.
Blackbutte traffic 423 Charlie Lima entering a left downwind.
That's game plan here. So here we are, Heller Farm. The idea would be to follow the river. We've got a horseshoe here. Then it turns westbound. We've got a nice big turn, kind of a big S-turn here. I think when we get to the apex of this part of the S-turn, we should be able to turn left and find Woodhawk. Woodhawk is, by the way, Woodhawk is runway 27. So that'll be our plan. That'll be our plan, Stan. Just happy we found any of them, to be totally honest with you. Here's what I'm going to do. We've got...
Black Butte traffic 423 Charlie Lima entering left base, runway 27, Black Butte.
Maybe that guy's not ready to quite go yet. Maybe we'll go ahead. I need to take a little...
Entering left downwind, runway 27, Black Butte traffic.
I will need to take a little break here at some point. Maybe after the next one. Do I have wind information? Yeah, it's 210 at 10. I think it's got to be gusting every bit of 15 or maybe even more turn to burn. And that's just the area. That was the only METAR we could really get was from Zortak. All right, we do have somebody who's going to take off. So let's watch this guy take off. I'm going to take a quick break out of the cockpit here and
Woodhawk traffic, X-Cub 2 miles north.
then I'll be back and we'll see if we can find Woodhawk. Give me just 1 second.
Beware of the Woodhawk.
Tight. Woodhawk traffic 8 Hotel Sierra, circling the area at 4500 Woodhawk. We have the traffic in sight. Touchman follow eastbound Runway 27. W traffic.
Woodhawk traffic, X-Cub left downwind 27, full stop, Woodhawk.
Up to the hotel, make a quick low approach for runway 27 at Woodhawk. Stand by.
Black Butte traffic, 4 Whiskey Papa's left downwind for 27. Black Butte, we got the landing traffic in sight. Black Butte traffic, 423 Charlie Lima's clear the runway, Black Butte.
Alright, looks like our guy here is just about ready to go. Pixie said I should have brought the Wilga. The Porter's too fast for these short legs. Well, yeah, because some of them are only like, 4 miles apart.
Left downwind 27 Bullwhacker.
Alright, we're going to hop in. We're going to
Woodhawk, X-Cub left base, 27 full stop, Woodhawk.
We're going to back taxi and follow this dude.
Color bottom traffic. Kodiak is inbound about 2 miles to the east. I'm going to join the left downwind for 27.
Nice. Canada? Nope, we're in Montana. This is kind of north central Missouri River country here. North and west of Lewiston.
Whiskey November, cleared up to runway 27. Good traffic.
Heller Farms traffic, sets November 20 Bravo Charlie, taking off runway 29, west departure. Heller Farm.
Heller Farm traffic, Fort Mike Charlie is on the departure end over the river, joining the right downwind on the river for runway 29, Heller.
Black Butte traffic, 114 Papa's on final for 27.
We've got some guys coming in here, so we'll be able to watch, see these guys do this, see how it's done, man. Yeah, if you can find a place, do a little search for Heller Bottom or Cow Creek or Bullwhacker. We got guys coming on the base already here. Zortman Field is where we departed, which is Mike Tango 08, I believe. And then, yeah, that's just kind of where we're at right now. We're gonna let these. We've got 2 planes in the pattern here.
8 Hotel Sierra is still circling the field. We have the field in sight, still at 4,500.
Let's hop out. Let's watch these guys.
X-Cub going around Woodhawk.
Let's watch these guys put on a show here.
Turning left base, 27.
Yeah, Heller Farm, Porter 816. We're holding for incoming traffic.
Sierra will be number 2 behind you. Woodhawk.
Just stepped on somebody. Heller Bottom, Kodiak. Sorry, the Beaver's holding short for inbound traffic. There comes Steve.
56X-ray Charlie steering left crosswind 27.
PHL. This ought to be good, you guys. He's in a Kodiak, which I think maybe is a really solid choice for this event.
Base to follow Steve for the
Okay.
Heller Farm.
Lost him a little bit because we maybe got out there a little bit too far, but we'll see him. There he is. I see his landing light there. Good fixins. Have you tried to land at Woodhawk yet? You've been an airframe chopping down a new path at the end of the runway. Yeah, that's the one thing about Woodhawk I like is it has trees on both ends. So, all right, there's Steve coming. Oh, there's a bouncy one. That's what we did. We bounced the heck out of it. He kept it on the runway though. Beta.
Hotel Sierra left crosswind for 27 Woodhawk.
Dixie's still a Black Butte. Here comes Mike Charlie. Yep, they're working their way around that little hillside also.
Yep, the hotel is 1 mile to the west, inbound.
Okay, we'll watch. So he's inbound. So we may have to wait one more arrival here. That's okay. There comes Mike Charlie.
Woodhawk X Cub left base 27 full stop Woodhawk.
He's dragging it. This is the same problem we had, man. That wind really
Woodhawk 8 Hotel Sierra.
Really gets you, man. Oh, look at he is crabbing like a son of a gun. Oh yeah. Oh, that was well done. Okay.
Woodhawk X-Cub 33 Foxtrot is taking 27 and departing to the south, Bullwhacker. Woodhawk X-Cub final 27 full stop Woodhawk.
Okay, let's we're going.
Charlie is clear at Heller Farm.
Heller Farm, Beaver 816 departing 29er, Heller Farm. So we're gonna head up. There's the downwind traffic. Whoops, I turned too soon.
Woodhawk traffic 8 Hotel Sierra turning base 27 Woodhawk.
Oh, we're just looking to stay up the river here, guys.
Runway 29 at Heller Farm.
Got short final, but we're on the roll, so we should be out of the way.
Bullwhacker traffic 33 Foxtrot, airborne off 27, departing to the south, last call, Bullwhacker.
Tail's flying and the wind is trying to blow me
Woodhawk traffic 8 Hotel
where I don't want to go.
27 Woodhawk.
And we're up.
Black Butte traffic, forwarding Papa, departing runway 27, Beaver departure.
That was full right rudder. Still full right rudder. Letting it off nice and easy.
Getting out of Woodhawk in the DC3.
Woodhawk traffic, X-Cubs cleared the runway, Woodhawk. Bullwhacker traffic, X-Cub 5 November Golf is going to overfly midfield, entering left downwind 27. Bullwhacker.
Alright, here we go. We got to climb up here. Again, the idea here is follow the river and we're going to go around a little bit of a horseshoe here in just a second.
Bullwhacker traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, entering left downwind for runway 27. Bullwhacker.
And then the river itself is going to turn west, and that's kind of when we're starting to look for
traffic, Kodiak, taking runway 29.
Woodhawk. Woodhawk will be off to our left-hand side once we make that turn westbound. We've got to climb a little bit. Woodhawk is 3,100, so we got to get out of this river bottom here.
X Cup 5 November Golf is now turning left downwind for 27.
I'm going to go 31 and 24 while we're trying to climb here. Velocity has completely revolutionized the Bush League events regarding the viability as a spectator sport. Yeah, it really has. It's just, I don't know how long you've been around tonight's stream, Slanty, but there's been 3 or 4 of us that have just sat and watched. We got to some spots and just kind of hung out just because of that.
3 miles north of the field, we'll be crossing over midfield to make left downwind 27.
Okay, so I think this is the initial.
Traffic. Whiskey November. Final
Yeah,
runway
this
27.
is the initial horseshoe here, and it's wrapping around on us. So let's make this turn. We don't want to get too far west, too far west too quickly.
Runway 27, just barely.
Just looking around, making sure there's no airplanes in the area, because a lot of the traffic, well, most of the traffic is actually flying the opposite direction that I am. So really, I should be getting my tail over on the right-hand side of this river.
Bullwhacker traffic is Bullwhacker final river golf is on final for 27 Bullwhacker. Bullwhacker traffic 423 Charlie Lima turning left base. Runway.
All right, how about 4,100? Let's at least get to
Bullwhacker traffic, runway vacated.
pattern altitude.
Bullwhacker traffic.
Turner Burn, you don't recall a news story from Montana in your lifetime. Turner Burn, you probably remember some guy named Ted Kaczynski, right? The Unabomber. That's the kind of stories you get from Montana. Unfortunately, it's really a beautiful state. I quite enjoy it, honestly, but it's a sparsely populated area, and sometimes all they report about are the crazy people.
California traffic up Dallas, clearing to the south. Bullwhacker traffic, X-Cub 5 November call. Bullwhacker traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, turning final. Runway 29, Bullwhacker.
Alright, boy, it is just a bumpy, windy son of a gun up here, guys. There's no two ways about it. I'm not coordinating any kind of a turn. The old ball is all over the place. We fought our way up to almost pattern altitude. This hideout was it was way up here in the northern part of the state. There's a lot of that. That's kind of what you get up here. You get people, not like he's the exception to the rule, but you get a lot of people that like to come to Montana that are similar to people that come to Wyoming. They just like to be away from people. They like to have space. They like to have a cabin in the woods and not have neighbors around for many miles. So yeah, that's exactly right. It was I don't know what they've done with the actual hideout, to be honest with you.
Bullwhacker traffic, Cessna Whiskey November lining up runway 27, departing south.
I think his family was the one that ended up turning him in, so they probably had it destroyed. I don't know.
Bullwhacker traffic, 4 Papa left base to final for 27 Bullwhacker.
33 Foxtrot, 1 bent airframe.
Discord. Oh, lovely.
I saw that one, Mike. 33 Fox.
Yep, there's it's a
Oxridge traffic, Kodiak is turning
it's
right.
a like this place here is kind of more like river bottom, and it's the Missouri River. Like if you remember stories of Lewis and Clark that were trying to find a water passageway to the west coast. This is part of where they traveled, was up this river. His place was a little more west of here, where the mountains are a little bit bigger and there's even fewer people around. I want to say, if you could find Libby, Montana, I think that's kind of where, like, he was up in that area.
Traffic November 629.
Alright, so we're turning westbound here, and we're looking for a little bit of an S-turn here.
8 Hotel Sierra departing to the west from Woodhawk. Wish me luck.
Steve-O! Steve09er, how's it going, man? Good to see you, welcome. Happy Bush League Monday, buddy.
Traffic up to hotels, went to the north, we're going to overfly and set up off downwind for what's
Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my map here while I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm at. I see these little islands though, so that's a good thing. These little splits in the river are good. I need to go past them.
Kodiak turning final, Oxridge.
Bullwhacker traffic, blue helicopter departing the north side of the field, southbound Bullwhacker.
Yeah, Turner Burn. It's just a spectacularly beautiful part of the world. And if you like outdoor mountain, lakes, rivers, I mean, you like that kind of stuff. Pretty tough in the mountain or in the winter time. But if you can put up with cold and snow, boy, it is. You're not going to find a prettier place. I don't know if it's the prettiest, but you're going to have a hard time finding a place that's any prettier. Slanty's going to call it early. Hey, man, understood. Good to see you as well, brother man. And thanks for the updates on your move. The new office looks great. The new studio, the Slant Alpha Recording Studios, looks fantastic, dude. And good luck with the rest of your move. And I'm sure we'll see you on stream in no time at all. Have a great rest of your Monday night, Slanty. Skull. Take it off track IR. I haven't welcomed anybody with the diet not sponsored.
Maximum traffic Delta Hotel, turn left base to final number 2, 700 Charlie.
Okay, so I'm seeing this, and I should have a pretty good.
Bullwhacker traffic 423 Charlie Lima.
Yeah, a little bit of a S turn starting right here.
Runway 29, Bullwhacker.
Crossing for 27, Woodhawk.
Turner Burn says a lot of that terrain was formed by glacial moraine and recessions. I think you're right. First of all, because I don't really know what that means, but I do think there's a lot of glacial activity up here that did form this terrain. Steve is doing good. He's got a new PC coming in 3 days. Oh, dude, heck yeah, dude! Spill the details, man. What are you building?
West upwind at 4,500. Bullwhacker.
4 Mike Charlie's clear at Knox Ridge.
4 Mike Charlie, I think you just found the last airstrip of the night. He may be done. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of come around here. We're heading a little bit southwest. Yep, this is perfect. When the river starts to turn back to the north,
traffic, blue helicopter in the left base for 27, turning to final. Now we'll be landing in the north side.
it's going to loop back around here, and we're going to see another kind of another island, and that's when we're going to turn southbound. Whoops. And hopefully we'll be able to find Woodhawk. This is the one that I was most hopeful to be able to find, because when I was building it, it was the one that I liked the most. By the way, I need to change my course to be right at 27. That's the runway alignment.
And Woodhawk traffic, blue helicopter is clear at 27. Woodhawk.
Getting himself an I-9. 1085 or a 10850, sorry, a 3080 Ti, 32 gigs RAM. That ought to warm your basement up there, Steve-O. It's awesome, dude. Congrats on that, and I hope it all comes together. That'll be a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun to build. Okay, there's a bunch of traffic too at Woodhawk, so. Alright, getting closer here.
Bullwhacker traffic 8 Hotel Sierra base to final, westbound runway, Bullwhacker.
I'm getting a little worried that maybe I went too far now. Have I gone too far? Gosh, have I gone too far?
Traffic 423 Charlie Lima.
Maybe I have.
Crossover with the left downwind entry for runway.
If I go around this corner and I don't see an island, a pretty good size island, although I went too far.
Left base, runway 27, Woodhawk traffic.
I'll just turn back around and come back the other way, and I should see some traffic that'll help me out as well.
Officer traffic, Kodiak has cleared the traffic area to the northeast, heading back to Zortman.
We're just kind of rocking back and forth, just like a baby in a cradle at this point. I can't hardly keep it straight and level.
Woodhawk traffic, Cessna Whiskey India November, final runway 27. Woodhawk
Let's
traffic.
get around the corner here and see if we see that.
Runway northeast, Woodhawk.
See if we see that
Bullwhacker traffic.
that island.
5 November Golf is 5,000 feet, departing the area to the north. Bullwhacker.
Sort of feel like just based on time I went too far.
Bullwhacker traffic, Porter
Yeah.
Papa, departing the westbound runway.
This is much more of a turn back to the south. I think I went a little too far. I'm one bend in the river too far here. But that's okay. We're not too far. I have a rough idea where we're at here.
For runway 27, Bullwhacker.
So what I'm using, Turn and Burn, right now is in the spirit of Bush League backcountry fly-ins, is I'm just using my sectional, and I also have a topo map. I've got two maps pulled up, and I'm just kind of every once in a while I look right over here and I see the map, and right now I'm just kind of comparing what I'm seeing out my window to what I see on the map. And sometimes it means I wander around just a little bit, but it's super fun. You know what I forgot to do is, before I turned up the river, I need to make sure there's no airplanes flying up here. But yeah, I think I'm back there one more turn, so I'm gonna just head back. I mean, it took me Turn and Burn. It took me a good half an hour probably to find my first field tonight, and it was only like 20 miles away from where I started. So that's just part of the challenge. All right, so I'm going to go 4,500 now because we're going to be overflying the field, and I'm going to get myself up. We're going to mirror the river, but we're going to get ourselves a little bit further in. We've got to kind of keep our eyes peeled now because, yeah, we've got other traffic in the area that we need to watch out for.
Woodhawk traffic 423 Charter Lima, turning final. Runway 27 Woodhawk.
Cool if it's closer to the real world challenge, although it may not be real world safe. Well, I think the thing about tonight that's probably not real world safe is the winds. I mean, it's just, I actually think it's much windier than you would fly in real life, and so that's the part I think that's probably not super realistic. But the rest of it, I think, is fairly authentic. I mean, I think we're making radio calls, we're flying VFR, we've got our flight plans filed, we've got all that stuff, and it's just a matter of trying to locate the field. Now, at this point in time, I'm just kind of looking down here because any of these little strips could be where we want to go. And this one here is wedged in between a couple of
Charlie is 10 out for Zorman, planning to overfly during the letdown.
Little tree lines here, so I was kind of hoping, to be honest with you, I was hoping that we might see, there's just some random houses. Just kind of hope we might see a little bit of, oh man, I think I see this very rectangle on my topo. We ended up well west of the field. All right, we've got a little ways to go yet, guys. Okay, but that helps. So I just identified. Let me show you what I just identified. Yeah, you see that little square right there? That's what we're just flying over right now. But that gives me an idea of where I'm at, and so that's that's navigating using pilotage. But the other thing, Turn and Burn, that's
Woodhawk traffic
probably not realistic in today's day and age is the fact that nobody would be up here flying without, some kind of GPS, some kind of iPad strapped to their, their knee that shows them exactly where they're at and exactly where the airfield is. So that's the other part that's probably not exactly realistic in today's day and age. Okay, so now we need to kind of keep heading this way. Here's the problem: we're coming right into the traffic line. As you can see, we're pretty well lined up with the runway, so everybody's departing basically right at us. But I do have all my lights on, and so we are visible. Oh, there we go. I think we have the yep, we got the field in sight.
Bullwhacker traffic 8 Hotel Sierra departing to the west. Bullwhacker.
Woodhawk traffic, Beaver 816 is on the left downwind runway 27, Bullwhacker. We're not exactly closed pattern here, but
Assortment traffic, X-Cub 5 November Golf is 10 miles to the west. Landing 3-1.
But it's going to be hard to keep that field in sight, isn't it? Holy cow, that's a tough one. Couple notches of flaps coming in. And we got something glinting off the sunlight there. That's helping us out a ton, but man, oh man, it's going to be really hard to see this one.
4 miles west. We're going to try and enter a left downwind for 29er Heller Farm.
Okay, here we go. Woodhawk Beaver 816, left base 27, Woodhawk. 28, I guess. But we're getting blown all over the place.
Woodhawk traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie's on left downwind for runway 27 Woodhawk.
Woodhawk traffic 4 Whiskey Papa clear the runway Woodhawk.
Alright, here we go, guys. And we're going to try to get lined up. Woodhawk traffic, Beaver 816 is on the final runway 27, Woodhawk. This one is going to be the most challenging.
For 29er behind the Cessna Heller Farm.
Simply because it's just has no room on either side.
Heller Farm traffic, Skyline November 233 Foxtrot is on the left downwind for 29er, full stop, Heller.
Having a hard time seeing exactly where the runway is, you guys. This may be a go-around situation here. Where the heck is the runway? It's not lining up with 27 very well, is it?
20 Bravo Charlie's turning base, runway 27 Woodhawk.
I think I see the runway now. Alright, propeller full forward.
Traffic 3 hotels about 4 to the southwest inbound. Left downwind 3-1.
Yep, so I think I see it. Boy, oh boy, it is windy. My goodness gracious. This is going to be a rodeo. Final 2 notches of flaps are in. I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't go
Traffic 8 Hotel Sierra overflying
less flaps than normal, but
westbound runway Black Butte.
okay, here we go.
Heller Farm traffic 33 Foxtrot, left base 29er Heller Farm.
See the runway. Yep, I got it. Keep some power in here, keep this altitude. You got to drop it in right over the trees. And yes, there are trees, pretty good sized trees at both ends of this runway. Wind's coming off our left.
Absorbing traffic, 4 Mike Charlie is over the field, joining left downwind 3-1 absorbing.
This is gonna be an interesting one, guys.
Literally right over the field, starting the left turn.
That's good sign. Point again.
Heller Farm traffic 33 Foxtrot, final approach 29er, full stop, Heller Farm.
Black Butte, traffic 8 Hotel Sierra, base from westbound runway, Black Butte.
Oh boy. Okay. Cleared the trees. Down we go. A little bit of power in to kind of arrest the descent. 3-pointer. Keep it out of the trees if we can.
Woodhawk traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Final runway 27 Woodhawk.
Woodhawk, Beaver's clear of 27.
31.
Heller Farm, X-Cub 56 X-Ray Charlie, it's 3 miles west.
I will take that. You guys.
Left base for 1-3 actually.
Ooh, alright. So that's definitely not going to rate highly on the landing rate meter, but I don't even care. On this one, let's just get it down and keep it straight. Alright.
Runway 31.
Woodhawk, Cessna, Whiskey India November, departing runway 27, departing east, Black Butte.
Alright.
Woodhawk.
Let's take a look at the departure here, which will not be easy. We got a Skylane coming in. We've got...
Woodhawk traffic, 423 Charlie Lima. Immediate departure, runway 27. Woodhawk.
Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Nice. Nicely done. Yeah, it's no gimme departure here, I tell you what. There goes the Skyhawk. Same deal, man. Ramp it up, get it going. Can't be playing around with ground effect. You just got to get up and over. Pretty dang cool. Smitty, yeah, thanks, man. Well, it was a challenge, no doubt about it. All right, here we got a guy coming on final. This ought to be fun. It's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. We're just about out of daylight, guys.
Heller Farm traffic 33 Foxtrot is clear of 29er, Heller Farm.
Oh, this is a. Oh yeah, nice. Chop and drop. Fighting it, fighting it, fighting it, fighting it, fighting it. Get it down. That'll work. That'll work. Little bounce. That's all right. Come on, get it shut down. Get it shut down. Get it shut down. No, no. Oh no. There's a bent airframe. Oh, there's somebody departing the area. That's cool.
Woodhawk traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie. We're over on the runway in the trees, but we're clear. Woodhawk. Heller Farm, blue helicopter clear, 29 to the left, Heller Farm.
That's cool. All right, we got a departure going here. While that happens, I'm going to figure out where we're going. We still have... We've got 1, 2, 3... We have 4 more places to try to land here. But they're all within just a couple of miles. We're going to try to go to Bullwhacker, 4 miles to the north of us here on a 338 heading. And then Black Butte North is 4 miles to the west. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Thanks for flying. Oh, look at that X-Cub just jumping off the... Oh, that's awesome.
What's that, Brett?
So I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Oh, the Porter. Yeah, that's just about the same, right?
Butte, traffic 8 Hotel Sierra departing to the west.
All right, let's go get in line here, guys.
Sounds like we have a lot of wreckage to clean up over at Woodhawk.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't bend an airframe there.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where the heck the runway is here, guys. What, am I taxiing on it? Well, am I on the... Where am I going? Oh, it's over there.
Heller Farm traffic, blue helicopter departing the south side of the field, southbound, Heller Farm.
Stay left of these bushes. Alright, let's get...
Farm, X-Cub 56 X-Ray Charlie, departure leg runway 27. We're going to be leaving the area out to the south. Last call. Heller.
Okay, flaps are set for departure. Ooh, I'm gonna do this.
So see you guys next time.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
Hey guys, see you later. Have a good rest of your Monday.
White Beach traffic, November 1600, Papa departing runway 27,
center tank. And I actually have unloaded this fuel backwards. You're supposed to go rear to center to front. Alright, and we're going to go, I said at 338 heading.
Traffic, X-Cup 500 north is on mile 31.
Boom, boom, right there at 4 miles. And Bullwhacker. Bullwhacker is a runway 29er proposition here. So we're going to go spin that guy 29er. Okay. We're pretty much going to get up, make a right-hand turn, and get the heck out of Dodge. All right. Woodhawk traffic, Beaver 816 departing runway 27. Woodhawk. JPC coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, Mike. It was so nice to hear you on the comms, buddy. It's always great to fly with you, and I hope you're doing well. Hope the training is going well, and I hope you get a little bit of a rest here. I know how hard you've been working.
Knoxridge traffic, X-Cup 56 X-Ray Charlie, 5 miles north of the field. You're going to be overflying and then joining a left downwind for 27 at Knoxridge.
Tail got to come up here first. It does, and up we go. We got to kick a field goal if we can. Oh, we're above everything. What the heck? What the heck? Beautiful. Alright, nobody off to our right. Make that turn out. And Woodhawk Beaver 816 is clear of the area heading north. Woodhawk. Okay, I'm gonna leave the 2 notches of flaps in right here again. We're just 4 miles. Oh boy, really bumpy. Let's pull power back.
Airborne off of 29er, departing the area to the south. Last call, Heller.
Prop lever back there as well. And now I got to consort my topo map here across the river and through the woods. This is truly just like you just gotta find a way to hold the heading here, and we're really getting blown to the right. So I'm doing like about a 2 to 5 degree sort of crab to keep the general heading, but it's only 4 miles. So
Charlie, 2 miles north of the field, going to be overflying and joining a left down for 27.
For the life of me, this is going to be a tough one to find. This is going to be a tough one to find.
Hello, Farm Cessna, Whiskey India November, entering left downwind, runway 27 for a touch and go.
There appears to be like a little bit of a lake or something.
Porter 4 Whiskey Papa.
Kind of
5 miles north of the field. We're going to overfly and enter left downwind.
Just past the field, so I mean, it's coming right up here, guys. Holy moly. Okay, I think I see that dry creek bed. Okay, maybe. Oh, it's just next clearing. We should have it here.
423 Charlie Lima.
This might be it right here. This might be it.
Right downwind for runway 30. Right downwind
this might be it.
Runway 30. Hello, Farms.
Yep, sure enough. I think so. Do we have a static aircraft down there? Yes, we do. All right. Beautiful. Jump in the pattern.
Departing the north side of the field to the northeast, low level Knoxridge.
It's Bullwhacker, right? Is this where we're going? Yep. Bullwhacker traffic. Beaver 816 is in the left-hand pattern. Runway 29er.
Knoxridge 33 Foxtrot, 2.5 to the north, going to be flying over midfield to make left downwind 27, Knoxridge.
Alright, appreciate everybody who came in from the JPC stream. Sorry I'm a little bit busy, but great to see you guys as always. Thanks for participating or watching Bush League Backcountry Flying number 30.
Heller
I'm sure Mike Sonante told you how this works, but the first Monday of every month is Bush League Monday. And we fly into places like this every month. We've been doing it for 30 months in a row. We'd love to have you join us. If you go to downwindsim.com, you're going to see all the details. That's the website where we keep all of our basic information. There's all kinds of freeware, even if you don't fly in one of the Bush League events. You're going to get so many really cool bush airstrips, just like this in X-Plane. And it's worth just going to check out. Now, some of the older events, the links may be dead links, but anyway, not all of them are. And you're gonna, if you like bush flying, it's a great place to kind of hang out. It is windier than windy, and I am struggling to control the aircraft at this point.
Turning left crosswind 27 Knox Ridge.
Already downloading. All right, cool, man. Bullwhacker, Beaver 816, left base to final 29er, Bullwhacker.
27 Knox Ridge.
Oops. I can hear my airplane just straining. I love it. I love it. And this event here is kind of more to the back to basics, honestly. It's doesn't have really all the bells and whistles. Some of these Bush League backcountry fly-ins that we have quite a few really cool sort of we call them Easter eggs, and they're fun little kind of treasure hunts that go along with them. It's a lot of fun. My goodness, we are barely crawling with this wind. Holy moly. This is something else. My goodness. Flaps are fully extended. We will do full stop here and turn this baby around. Got somebody behind us here as well. Wow, we're all over the place. I just feel like we're almost hovering. There we go. Keep the power in. Just trying to play the wind a little bit here. A little bit left, a little bit left.
Knox Ridge, X Cub, turning left base, runway 27.
That was the best landing of the night for us right there, guys.
Traffic number 629, left base, 29er, Bullwhacker.
I'm not trying to depart the runway this way either, guys. Bullwhacker, Beaver 816 is clear 29er. Alright, let's check in here. Guyver X is downloading. Thanks for coming by, Guyver X. Steve-O needs to go get a good bush plane. Guyver used to fly on Bush Flying Unlimited back in FSX from Avsim. Heck yeah, man. The Diamond DA50 is what Guyver would go. Turn and burn, here's what I would tell you if you were, again, if you're an X-plane guy.
Traffic, November 1600, Papa Final 29er.
This is what I started with. And this is 100% 100% free mod to the default 172. Go check that out. Not only does it come with the mod to change your plane from a regular Skyhawk to a tail dragger, but it also comes with an airstrip that you can fly to. So that's where I started, and I absolutely recommend it to anybody who is interested in bush flying. Alright guys, well, we got a little bit of a choice to make here. We are running out of daylight, as they say. We have, I know we can make it. We've got a straight out departure here. 257.
And departing the area to the north, last call, Knox Ridge.
257 will take us to the next airfield here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's Black Butte North. Then we turn and head back to the east. We actually have a couple more to find, but I kind of think we're gonna I don't know that we're gonna have time to do that. So we may just have to go to this next one and make that landing and then head back to Zortman. And we'll have to leave the two that we won't get to tonight are Left Coulee and Cow Creek, and we may have to just leave those for the next time. But that's okay. If that's what happens, then that's what happens. This is Black Butte North.
Traffic,
Runway 27.
Clear to the area to the northeast. Woodhawk.
Sounds like everybody's kind of heading back.
X Cubs clear the runway, Knox Ridge.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get turned back to the runway here. Just about went over the hill accidentally. I was not trying to vacate the runway to the left. I was actually trying to vacate the runway on the other side, just because I didn't want to go off this hillside. All right, but let's back taxi here. I think everybody's vacated. Yep, that's just a static airplane I have down there that I put in the scenery, so we know where we ended up flying to. Again, there are more airstrips in the area, but I didn't render them just because I wanted to keep the theme of airfield.guide as the central focus here, which they only have focused on the seven airstrips that we hit today in this Bush League event. Prenderburn has that bookmarked cool. Landed the PC-12 in that place up north. And the logs are in the way. Guyver X said, yeah, the PC-12 is a good bush airstrip or airplane as well. So very cool. All right. So again, the plan of attack here is to try to get going off of Woodhawk here. Go to Black Butte North. And if we can find Black Butte North, we'll make a landing there, full stop landing there, and then we'll turn back around. We'll head to Zortman. Zortman is a lighted field, so I feel like we can maybe push the lighting just a little bit. But the other fields are going to get pretty dark here in a hurry. Woodhawk traffic, Beaver 816 departing runway 29er, straight out VFR Woodhawk. Downwind sim didn't land at that one, just flew around to locate it. Yeah.
Turning left base, runway 27, Knox Ridge traffic.
We kind of do that. In fact, I can't remember the last time that I've managed to get to all the airstrips in a Bush League event. I guess I could have set the time to be more, like noon, and then we would have had some time, but that's okay. Boy, the wind is just, it's almost making it impossible for you to turn right. Holy cow. Alright. This is going to be interesting, guys. Here we go. Combination of wind and P factor. Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll cancel each other out. Oh boy, yep, the wind is winning. The wind is winning. Up we go. Yeah, we slid off the runway a little bit here, guys. Just a little bit. Look at that. Look at that crab. I mean, holy moly. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, so now can I hold this heading? That's the kicker here, guys. Can I hold this heading and actually find the next airfield? Yeah, thank you, Fixie. Back the power, pull back the RPMs. We've done a good job of not blowing the engine up, which I feel proud.
Knox Ridge traffic, runway cleared. Whiskey November.
Alright, up and away. We're just sort of looking here.
423 Charlie Lima, turning final. Knox Ridge.
can see the runway orientation, guys, so hopefully we're going to be able to locate it here. It's just 4 miles, so we're probably right on top of it here.
Zortman traffic, Skyline November 8033 Foxtrot is 10 miles to the southwest. We're going to be entering the 45 to join the run downwind at 31. Zortman.
Okay. I do show that we have to go over top of that little wash there, so I don't know. This may be a tough one with the sun too, kind of in our face. I'm making all kinds of excuses, aren't I? Let's just see what we come up with here. And we got to be there, right? We got to be there. We're probably right on top of it. Getting some wicked shadows, which is also adding to the challenge of trying to find this place. Okay, I'm going to make a left-hand 360 and see what it looks like. Like, I kind of feel like that ridge line over there might be worth looking at. It's very possible we got blown that far off course with that wind. Let's take a look at this ridge line here. Oh, we got all kinds of flat areas up here, don't we? Goodness. Okay. Maybe our hunch will pay off here. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, you guys. That looks pretty good. Yeah, baby, I see an airport there. Ah, very good. This is Black Butte, right? This is Black Butte. Yeah, baby. All right. Black Butte North traffic. Beaver 816 left crosswind. Runway 29er Black Butte. 29er or 27. Yeah, this is kind of a not a very well defined airfield, but Salahander?
That I can't find so far.
Salahander, is that how you say your name? Thank you for the follow.
Well
Am I using a weather add-on? I appreciate it, man. It's been fun. I'm using enhanced skyscapes, so it's not really a weather add-on. Well, I take that back. I'm using active sky, but the clouds are enhanced skyscapes. It is a hard J. Salajander. All right. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming along, and see if we can make one more good landing here before we head back to Zortman, because I will not make a good landing on that stinking paved airstrip. Yeah, it's a payware Guyver X, but I think it's only about 12 or 15 bucks, and I think it's one of the very best environmental add-ons, I guess. It's really changed the way my sim looks.
And we'll follow 816.
Alright, Black Butte traffic, 816's on that left base, turning final runway 27. Black Butte. Okay, we got a guy on the downwind. Here we go, guys. But yeah, when I picked that up, Guyver, it like literally, it made X-Plane feel like a different sim. Like it really did. And so I can't recommend that enough. It's been wonderful. It's not a super heavy frame impact. In fact, if you do get some frame impacts, you could set it to more of an economical mode, which still looks really, really nice. So you've got some customizability, and yeah, really a nice add-on. Holy cow, we are crabbing like none other here, guys. Wow. I can barely see where the runway is because of the low sun. That's really cool. Oh, that was misjudged big time. Yeah, we're going around.
Blackbutte traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie, turning left base, runway 27, Blackbutte.
Yeah, Blackbutte, Beaver 816 is on the go. Yep, that was not good.
8 miles southwest, going to be joining a left downwind for runway 31 for a full stop, Sorvin.
I'm going to go around and I'm going to take one more shot at this, you guys. I would like to. Yeah, $15. That's exactly what I thought. I mean, it's not like I heard a lot of people are saying, well, it's not as good as X Enviro. I'm like, yeah, but it's also not $50. All right, so we're going to head around. We're going to try one more time here. We cut power just a little too high, and ended up bouncing it, and so we're going to try it again. I think I have enough light left for one more attempt here.
Roman traffic 33 Foxtrot is clear 31.
Blackbutte traffic, Beaver 816 on the left hand downwind. Blackbutte. Okay, so can I find it first of all?
Access to November 20 Bravo Charlie's on final, runway 27 Blackbutte.
Okay, he's on final, so we're going to look for him. I'm going to extend for sure until I know I either see him or I hear that he's down. I don't have him in sight.
Blackbutte traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie, we're going around. Blackbutte.
Join the club. Blackbutte, Beaver 816 on the left base 27. Blackbutte. This one looks innocent enough, but boy, it's kind of got a little punch to it here. Blackbutte traffic, Beaver on the final 27. Blackbutte.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. A little bit more of an extended final here. Maybe this will help us out. The other thing that's tricky right now is that it's hard to see the runway.
Zorman traffic, X-Cub 3 miles southwest, going to be joining a left downwind for 31, Zorman.
I mean, I know it's out there, and I know we're crabbing into it just because of our last approach here, but exactly where, we'll just have to feel it out when we get a little closer, I guess, won't we? Okay, dragging it in here about 80. We'll try to cut the power, and we rep out this bird like dang near 55. I mean, it's a crazy low ref speed here. 80 works pretty well for the approach, I've found. It keeps enough power in that you can kind of control things. But it's not so much that you can't just slowly draw it out as you're getting close. Yeah, we're way off to the right here. Can I correct? If we don't get it on this one, we're just going to head back to Sortman. Call it a night. There we go. That's a little better.
Sortman traffic, X-Cub joining the left downwind for 31, full stop, Sortman.
Now we're coming off here.
Blackbutte traffic,
Are coming on.
20 Bravo Charlie's turning base, runway 27 Blackbutte.
Kicking that tail out, trying to hold it off. Hold it off. That's better. Better. Tail on the ground. The stick's in my lap. It's trying to tip me over. Go ahead and get off the runway here. That'll work. Blackbutte traffic, Beaver 816 is clear at 27. All right, well, that's again. These are not beauty contest landings tonight, guys. This is
November 20 Bravo Charlie,
get yourself down.
Runway 27 Blackbutte.
and just keep it on the keep it on the flat stuff.
Runway 31, full stop, Zortman.
Alright, so everybody else pretty much has made it back to Zortman, it sounds like. We're gonna head that way next. Again, we're just kind of running out of daylight here, so, and finding Zortman's not gonna be an easy task, although there is a little bit of a hillside that we can hopefully
Zortman traffic, X-Cup turning final,
use to our
31,
advantage.
full stop, Zortman.
They're all landed 3-1 into the uphill here. Here comes final traffic on final. That's cool. We'll just kind of hang here. Let's hop out and see how he does. Always a little low, but yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Keeping it right down the runway, which is the challenge. Yeah, not bad at all. People, hey man, positive contact. That's right. That's what we're looking for today. Positive contact. We're a chiropractor's dream today, aren't we? Okay, flaps are set.
Blackpeak traffic, since November 20 Bravo Charlie's clear the runway. Blackpeak.
We're just going to get up here. I have no idea where the runway is anymore. Up here somewhere. Okay, let's stop here. Gonna do one last little flight plan check, and let's figure out where it is.
Alright, gentlemen, well, that's one bent airframe for me. I had a really great time. I appreciate this event here, guys.
I had two myself, so we'll do a final tally when it's all said and done. See you, Michael. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Brent. We'll see you later.
Alright, we're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna get rid of him, and we're gonna go straight back here on a 071. That's going to be our, and there's a nice little hill right here that we can kind of keep in at our 12 o'clock. So 071. Let's set that. That's our dead reckoning. Right there, and then 3-1 and 1-3 are the two runways. I think people are taking 3-1 because it's a crosswind no matter what. Winds are 210 right now. It's almost a dead crosswind. But runway 3-1 is a little bit uphill, so I think that's kind of what they're working off of. Blackbeat traffic, Beaver 816, departing 27. It'll be a left-hand downwind departure back to the east. Blackbeat. Can I find the runway to actually line up on here? I have no idea where I'm at. I think I overran the runway a little bit here. I'm gonna have to cheat just a little bit, you guys.
We found Cow Creek, 8 Hotel Sierra, left down.
Oh, there it is.
Westbound runway. Move.
Okay, we're sort of on it here, roughly. Here we go. We're gonna get the heck blown out of our nose. It's gonna want to come hard left. Trying to stay on the runway if we can actually see it. I think we were left. I think we're off the runway already. Yeah, well. That's why we got these big fat bush tires, right? Hey, and November 8033 Fox is coming in with the raid. Michael, thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed it. Moo. Okay, guys, let's get out of here.
15 minutes to find this one.
Blackbeat traffic, Beaver is departing the area left downwind eastbound. Blackbeat. For those of you in my stream that do not follow either Jet Pilot Cinnamon or November 8033 Foxtrot, you need to go give both of those guys a follow. Jet Pilot Cinnamon is the founder of the Virtual USA Flying Club, which is another association that I enjoy hanging out with. They're a general aviation group, and you've seen the Discord link float around there. We'd love to have you. We do 3 or 4 GA centered BATSIM events every month, and so we've got I actually have one coming up here on the 12th, so I think you guys will really like it. But we'd love to have you. And Michael, 8033 Foxtrot, he's built himself a home sim, and it's just a flippin' work of art. You guys need to go check him out. He streams a lot of these same events that I fly in, but of course his perspective is just totally different from mine. He's got a multi-screen setup, and it truly looks like he's sitting in the cockpit of a Cessna. Unless of course he mods it out and he makes it look like a Kodiak, which is really a cool thing that we could talk a lot more about. But anyway, yeah, check him out as well for just a whole unique, different perspective on the same event. Okay, guys. Well, we got to go. Oh, you know what? You could do exclamation point map, and that would remind me to do this. Sorry about that, boys and girls. Yeah. What a cool part of the world, huh? Okay, so those mountains right there are important for us to kind of keep in mind. I think we're heading back that direction. We do have about a 28-mile leg here, so I am gonna lean it out, or sorry, not lean it out, go to our cruise power here, which is 26 and 19. That should get us around 120 or so, and be nice and gentle to the engines. Everything has really worked today very well. I haven't even run anything out of gas yet, which is a rarity for me in this plane. And we've been flying for darn near 2.5 hours, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, so everybody else who's come by as well, I want to thank you. It was really a very hard weekend, and I missed streaming, but I just didn't. I just wasn't able to. Just didn't. I just couldn't do it. So it's great to be back and hanging out with you guys. It's. I've said it many times. It's a therapeutic thing for me to be on the sim and with friends. So, Jarhead, hey, Melvin was curious if you have tried the trees from Orbix, and what trees am I using? So I have not tried the trees from Orbix in.
20 Bravo Charlie. Taking off runway 27 Blackview.
I haven't used the trees in Orbix in X-Plane. I have used them in P3D before. They're excellent, but they're pretty frame hungry. So what I'm using is an add-on called US Forests. US-Forests. It's a free scenery, or a free forest update, and it's a pretty nice way to sort of, I guess, add a little bit of authenticity to to your sim. So that's what I'm using. Jarhead, thanks for coming in. Look at that wind. Oh my gosh. You're welcome. I wish I had the link to you, but I just don't.
Left base approach. Runway 31, Zortman.
And Zortman traffic, Beaver 816 is requesting a runway widening project before we get there, please. Yeah, so the only thing about the U.S. forest, just to be aware of, Jarhead, is that it will sometimes it will not necessarily match up. Like it defaults to a tree definition that is very much like southern and wet climate, and so I've had to do a little bit of modification. I've had to do a little bit of modification up here, because if you don't, you end up getting palm trees in the mountains.
That was a ton of fun, guys. Thank you for having me.
Tommy, pleasure was ours, buddy. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for coming.
Night.
And Michael, yes, it does use the OSM data, and so it does a pretty good job of, like, everything you see right now is U.S. forest, and so you can see it. It does a pretty good job of putting them where it's supposed to go. But anyway, so Jarhead, you might have to do a little bit of work. I had to do some work with a product called X Grinder, so that I was able to, in these two tiles, I was able to pick a more appropriate forest definition. I picked a...
Discord, hello. Working?
Yes, I got you, man.
Working.
The other thing... Oh, Guy, we're glad you like it, man. The other thing that you need to know about U.S. forests is it doesn't play nicely.
Looking around for Cow Creek, Brant. Nice job.
Hey, cool, man. That was actually the easiest of the airfields to land at, according to the airfield.guide, but I think it might have been one of the tougher ones to find.
I haven't found Left Coulee yet, so I'm on the hunt for Left Coulee.
Nice. Anyway, it doesn't play well with
this is the perfect thing. It's
X
like
Aviation.
When I can't find stuff, it's the perfect event. Thank you.
Glad I could help. So if you have X Aviation, if you have X America, make sure that you disable the forests in X America. Well, I had one right at the very beginning when I was trying to depart Zortman, and I technically ran into someone, so I have two airframes bent myself.
So Woodhawk needs some serious tree trimming on the approaches.
Negative. If you look, that is what it looks like in real life.
Yeah, okay.
If you go to airfield.guide and you pull up the picture of Woodhawk, that's what it looks like. It's got tall trees on both ends.
So how does one do that? Without ending up in the creek like I did.
Yeah, that's the question with all these airfields, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is it the U.S. Forest and Woodlands for ortho? It's Antwabs.
I had a nice time. Thanks for doing this.
Chandler, it's always a pleasure to fly with you, man. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next month, if nothing else.
Sounds great. I didn't have any trouble finding them. I started a little late. I just had to look for the bent frames, and there they were.
Yeah, the smoking wreckage gives it away, right? So,
I was going to say, if you have an extra 15 minutes, you can ride along with me and help me find Left Coulee.
So people, here's what you need to do. If you go to downwindsim.com,
always great to have you along, Chandler. Take care.
You'll see the link for Bush League Backcountry Flying number 30, and within that link, there's the link to the Forest OSM that I use. Or the Forest OSM, the Forest add-on that I use. All right, so we're getting there, guys. I think we're just right around the corner here. We've more or less followed where we're supposed to go, and this should be a pretty, I don't know, I say it, should be pretty easy to find, but might be still around this hill a little bit further, right? It's on xplane.org. Yeah, it's a free one. There's one that's similar to it that has money attached to it. Like, it's not much, but it's like $14. And that's I also got that at one point in time and stopped using it because it caused a lot of problems with some of the ones that some of the other sceneries I was using. So I've found the best luck with Antwabs. Again, I've had to do a little bit of work in X Grinder to make sure that I don't have palm trees in the mountains, but that's something. If we connect in Discord, I can let you know sort of what I did there. I think we're coming up on it, guys. It's coming right up here. Yeah, there it is. All right.
Full-whack traffic, Cessna November 20 Bravo Charlie's on final, runway 27, Bullwhacker.
Okay, guys, we're on the downwind kind of right now. Wait, I thought that was it. May not be it. Oh, that's just a road. Shoot. Where am I? I was thrown off by the buildings there. It's nearby this hill, I know that. Nothing down there. Okay. There's that highway we followed out. I don't know, maybe we just didn't quite go far enough yet. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm itching my leg here. The one you found was Antwerp. Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
Well, there goes an airframe and bullwhacker.
Yep, it's a boneyard there right now.
Did not see that ditch coming.
All right.
Yeah, some of these are tough. Some of these are really tough.
Okay, I maybe just haven't quite gone far enough. Maybe I have to make my way around this little hillside also. We'll keep going. And if I have to, I'll just land in one of these guys' fields and walk to a nearest farmhouse and call for a ride. Check my topo map here and see what it looks like. Yeah, I may need to go a little further around these. Yeah, I may need to go a little further around these mountains after all. It's kind of tucked up in, like you know, in amongst it a little bit, if I remember right. So we'll just skirt this southern edge of the mountains. And at some point, we'll see something that is, as Slant Alpha would say, suspiciously airstrippy. And again, I believe it's a lighted runway, so that should, in theory, help us out, because we should see some runway lights coming on here at some point, right, guys? Yeah, what I do like about that U.S. forest is it gives like a little bit better tree height as well as color, and I feel like the fullness of the trees, like it's dense where it's supposed to be dense and sparse where it's supposed to be sparse. So it's the best one I've found to this point. All right, maybe we're going too far now. Here's Sortman. Now there's another highway that possibly we followed. Okay, let's get back on this again. Yeah, this is no place to kind of get caught after dark either, because again, it's not flat. I mean, there's lots of flat spots like that, but if it's dark out and you're trying to find that, that's gonna be a little tricky. pretty much the theme tonight has been I haven't gotten far enough. Don't think I'm VFR conditions now. Yeah, you might be right. Fortunately, I don't think there's any way to grab a pop-up IFR at this point. Alright, is that maybe? Looks like some buildings and whatnot down there. Take a closer look here.
Departing to the west, Cow Creek move.
Whoa, you can hear this thing running up a little bit here. Don't want to do that. Well, that is not it either. That's a little settlement though. That's kind of what we're looking for. The airfield itself is right by a few houses. I do know that. I remember that from taking off. Yeah, Mike, that's what I need right now is an I follow roads. If I knew which one of those was that road, Route 95 or whatever, I'd be in good shape. So the only thing I really have to work off of is this hillside, so I'm kind of need to just keep that in mind. I feel like I've gotten a little too far away. Like, what's up here? Let's add some power back in. If I go up into this draw here, what will I find? I feel like I'm seeing maybe some lights up here. I know I'm flying completely perpendicular to my intended dead reckoning course at this point in time, but I'm also getting to the far sort of eastern side of these hills, which the airstrip is right in the middle of the kind of the cluster of hills here, so maybe here's a road that'll lead me home. What gets tricky now is that the highways have the street lights on it, which that kind of, then everything looks like a runway. That's not very realistic, but it's kind of one of the quirks of X-Plane, I guess. Alright, check my VFR or my topo map while I still have a little time. So I think I need to go back. I think I need to find that really prominent point, because I feel like this is what I'm looking at, you guys. So see that little, see this guy here? That's that really prominent little peak there, almost a volcanic peak. And I think we just got ourselves like way over here now, and I think we need to, if we aim back toward that little peak, I think we're gonna have a fighting shot at finding this guy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And we get to fly back towards a beautiful sunset. So I think that peak.
Shortman traffic, November 6 January, Papa 2 miles to the southwest, and joining the left downwind 3-1 Shortman traffic.
Alright, so you also have inbound traffic, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Okay, so I think that guy right out there is what we're looking for. That's that pretty prominent little spot there. Whoops. Get my track IR back on here. do see a light right there too, like I don't know if that's a lighted windsock or what that is. Kind of has me curious.
Sortman traffic, November 6 January, pop the left base to final runway 31, Sortman traffic.
Alright, do I see him flying over there? Oh, now that light's gone. Was that him maybe that we were seeing? Oh, I think I have the field, guys. Yes, I do. Alright. Assortment traffic, Beaver 816 is about 3 to the east of the field. Will overfly at 5,000 and jump into left-hand pattern 31, Assortment. And we're looking for that landing traffic.
Left coulee. We have found left coulee.
Nice.
You did a great job hiding it. Or I did a bad job navigating, one or the other.
Alright, we found it. We found it. So it is a lighted field. It's just hard to pick it out amongst all the... Yep, there's the traffic on the ground there. It's just tough to pick it out amongst all the stoplights, isn't it? But it is wedged up in here in a pretty location. Holy moly.
Sortman traffic, 9 Papa's go around, join the left pattern for the 31. Sortman.
Alright. He went around. Okay, so he's assortment traffic. The Beaver 816 has the departing traffic. We're over the field at 4,000 in a left-hand, entering left-hand downwind 31. Okay, so we should be able to get kind of our ducks in a row here. Oh boy, we lost a lot of airspeed there.
Beaver, going to Assortment, November 6 January, Papa, just do a right 360 here, give you the priority. I'll follow you in.
Roger that. Assortment Beaver 816 is left base to final 31. Assortment. See if we can get in here.
Concrete traffic.
Pretty tight here. Be alright. We'll be alright. I'm going to overshoot it a little bit, but I think we'll be able to catch it. Yep, we're okay. Oh boy. Yeah, a little aggressive there maybe. Boy, it is yep, it's that crosswind here, guys, coming off of our left. And we're gonna do the best we can, but man oh man, we're fast right now. Yeah, we're unstable as all get out. Wrestling. No way I'm going to be able to keep this on the runway. Yeah, just no way. There's too much crosswind. Oh, so close though. I mean, a good college try.
Concrete traffic, Cessna 20 Bravo Charlie, turning left base, runway 27, Coal Creek.
I mean, the wind is just killing me right now. As soon as I take the power off, it's just like brutal. Wow, that was a clinic on how not to do it. Eesh. Michael's out of here just at the right time. Hopefully you left before you saw that landing. Assortment traffic, Beaver 816 is clear of 31.
Assortment traffic, short final 9 Papa.
Let's get totally out of the way here, though. I don't.
Coal Creek traffic, Cessna 20 Bravo Charlie's on final, runway 27, Coal Creek.
Assortment traffic, November 6 January, Papa, going again.
I should have myself. Yep, I definitely should have.
If you guys keep going around, I might be over there by the time you finally land.
Buckle up, buddy. It's a little breezy over here. Alright, let's do this. Let's get things shut down and call it a night. Alternator, cabin, all that stuff can come off here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the radios and pull the throttle back to idle. And make sure to cut off. And there you go. Welcome back to Zortman, man. Who would have thought Zortman would have been the place where we had the most trouble tonight, but it really was. Holy moly. Okay, let's turn that off. That can be closed. We can shut the fuel tanks off, and the master switch can come off. We will go ahead at this point and let's put the covers and the tie downs on, and yeah, we got her really close to the hangar here. No big deal, right? But yeah, what a fun night. What a fun night. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping by, guys. It was an absolute pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and leave the view going here so we can see approaching traffic maybe as we're coming in while we kind of close things out. Pentagon, hey, Rob, thank you for your kind words. By the way, your encouragement the message that you shot me earlier today, I appreciate that, dude. Really do. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your friendship, man. You bring a blessing to the stream, man. Thank you. All right, enough of that mushy stuff. Let's do this. Here comes the final while we got the outro music going here, and I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up on the stream. But before I do that, I'm going to say thank you to K Soto, to Salajander, to Guyver X. Thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate Pentagon, Ski Jeffrey, Slant Alpha with their re-ascriptions. It's great having you guys. I appreciate the support. And JPC and Michael had some raids as well. That's awesome. It was good having your traffic in the pattern as well. So, and then everybody who came in and just hung out in the chat, kind of the usual cast of characters here. We had P-Bull, we had Pentagon, we had Guyver, we had Jarhead was here, we had Michael was here. Fixie was here, I know, a little bit ago. Yeah, we our new friend from Argentina, Gustavo, was here. Great to see Gustavo, Iowa Scotsman. Turn and Burn, of course. Steve-O99 was here as well. And geez, Louise, Smitty was popping in and out as he was trying to fly, and having a lot of fun. Slanty was here earlier on as well, and that's about as far up as I can scroll. But if you were here before those guys came and are still here, but just understand how much I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. All right, coming up on the stream tomorrow night, we actually are going to extend what we did tonight just a little bit, but we're going to do it over in Microsoft Flight Simulator so that you can fly along, and you don't have to have any special add-ons. It's going to be all default. We're going to be Well, the only thing that you might want to go grab is that JP Logistics 152, because that's what I'm going to use to fly tomorrow. And we're going to be flying, it's a new series I'm going to start. It's called Fly In Camp Out, and it's based off of the airfields that are found in this airfield.guide resource, which is what gave us the 7 airstrips that we had tonight. And we're going to be down in the Alabama area and flying down there. So join me. We'll be flying 3 Mike 5 to Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha, and then back. It's a round trip deal. Like I say, it's in the in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's in the JP Logistics 152, and it's designed to be just like tonight. It's designed to be a group flying situation where we're all trying to kind of follow the rules and find the airstrips and all that good stuff. And I'll tell you more about it tomorrow night, but that's what's coming up tomorrow. Then Thursday, we are going to do some work over in the Boston Virtual Skies. The BVA Regional Circuit for April is going down. It's Boston, Albany. I think Boston and Albany are the 2 featured regional circuit airports, and I know Boston's not a regional airport, but that's one of the featured airports. We're going to throw in Long Island MacArthur into that mix. We're going to fly the Metro liner from Boston to Albany to MacArthur and then back to Boston in that good old Metro liner. We love that doggone Metro liner.
Trying to find that left coolie that you just left.
And then coming up on Saturday, it's our latest episode
I out of there, so I didn't give it away.
Of the Bravo tour. We're going to be flying from Las Vegas to Seattle in the Q400. The Q400 was was the airport or the airplane that you guys voted for. So that's what we're going to fly that route in. It should be a lot of fun.
I've been flying around in this airports for the past 30 minutes, and finally found it. So
that's awesome. I
if
love
you get,
that.
you know, the old adage: if you get lost, go back to where you weren't lost and start again.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I need to take my own advice on that right there. But that's what's coming up this week, and that's, again, if you're new to the channel, I'm normally a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday streamer. Tonight was just a bonus day because it was Bush League Monday. It's the first Monday of every month, but love to have you along. I stream just about the same time every night, somewhere between 2300 and midnight Zulu, which is 5 or 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is where I live, so you can kind of convert that to wherever you live. The only difference is sometimes on Saturday I'll go a little bit early, like the Bravo tour on Saturday is going to be a 3 p.m. start, 2100 Zulu, so would enjoy having you guys tune in and hang out. That's another interactive series that we have where you guys get to pick the airplane that I'm going to fly on the next leg. So anyway, that is going to just about do it for me. I'm going to go see. We've got some dudes we can go spread the love. I'm going to take you over to one of the guys that you hear on the comps, Downwind Sim. Speaking of unique perspectives, he has he flies in VR, so you're going to really like watching. It's the same event, but it feels like a totally different event because of his view, and it's pretty dang cool. He's got a full-on hood VR, and it's really a neat thing. So let's go say hey to Downwind Sim. Let's see if we can distract him here. So hopefully on short final, throw some flaming dragon emotes or something his way, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. God bless.
You know, keeping the 3D model, and then reworking the manipulator files, like, you know, how it interacts. And there's a lot of scripting in these guys that was in place for